So I just got back from seeing The Running Man in theaters, and if you're new to this channel, we do honest reviews. I'm not doing any crazy edits to try to make you stay or watch. This is just me talking and telling you guys like it is and if this movie's worth watching. There's a lot to unpack here, and I'm sure you heard mixed things all around, so I'm here to tell you straight up if this movie's worth your time without spoilers. So if that sounds good, I promise to keep this under 5 minutes, and let's get started. Okay, so let me start by saying this. It's not like I love the original 1987 movie. If anything, it's not really my thing. I love Arnold, of course, but I think that movie struggles from a lot of the 1980s, meaning it just struggles with trying to fit in with that time. And I know this isn't a review for that movie, but the positives it has going for it is that it's not meant to be serious. It's a blockbuster with Arnold. Fun action, cheesy one-liners. I just don't think that it's well executed enough to be that entertaining. So for this movie in 2025, basically already knowing most of the subject matter, I was expecting something better. Because if there's one thing 2025 has going for it, it's the ability to demonstrate scale. With the money of these budgets and modern CGI, I was hoping for a more expansive and cohesive dystopian world. I was expecting to be more immersed than I was in that 80s version. I wasn't even thinking about how entertaining this would be because I thought that funness would be a given with Edgar Wright directing. But man, I was wrong. It's really a shame because there are hints of fun in this movie, but they just refuse to lean into it. There's some great cutaway stylized gags that they do, but they're all too short and all too infrequent. And honestly, this movie as a whole refuses to lean into anything. It has glimpses of strengths that it refuses to exercise. Like it's kind of funny, but not really. It's kind of exciting, but not really. It's kind of romantic, but not really. It kind of has cool action, but not really. It just seems like they pulled every punch they attempted to throw. Okay, a pet peeve of mine with movies is that I hate when they don't earn their R rating. Like the only reason why this movie was rated R was because of the language and then like some of the gun stuff, which is lame. To me, either make it PG-13 or really ramp up the rated R factor. Include more violence, more unique kills, more nudity. I mean, at least just make it fun. There wasn't really anything to grip onto here, so you're just following the story, and when you're relying on a story like this, it's not going to be great. I've said this many times before, but the last word I'd want to describe a movie I watched in 2025 is relevant. This isn't some politicized take at all, but I just don't want to go to the movies to learn. I go to the movies to be entertained. One battle after another is the culmination of this. I mean, that movie just wasn't entertaining, but people love it because it's somehow empowering. But anyway, this movie tries to hit you with the rich people are bad tropes, and it's not that I'm disagreeing with that, but my problem with that is that it's just not saying anything new or profound, so it just comes off cheap. And I think that's its main downfall. It thinks it's smarter than it is, when in reality, it would just be better off without those dumb conversations. Again, if you're not going to say anything intelligent and interesting and are just going to reiterate the same message that's already been said 100 times, I'm going to get bored and roll my eyes. Alright, so I know that I've been hating this whole video, but I do have some nice things to say because this movie wasn't all bad. I just had to explain those bad parts because that's what stands out, but Glen Powell is great. Like, I just like him. He plays the angry hothead very well here and is likable to follow around for 2 hours. Coleman Domingo is by far the best side character and mostly the only one with real personality. I love Josh Brolin, but there's nothing really exciting from him here. It mostly seems like just him collecting a paycheck, which I get. Gotta do what you gotta do. Michael Cera is good too, because it's Michael Cera and he's funny, but his character was pretty bifurcated from the actual story. It just seemed like they threw him in there, you know? The other good thing this movie has going for it is the game show format. It's a way to dump exposition on the audience without it coming off disingenuous. Like they just explain to you what's happening in the movie, but it works because it's on the game show. I think if you skip this movie, it wouldn't be the biggest deal. But if you do go see it, you're not going to necessarily regret it. I know I've been harsh in this review, but it's nothing offensively bad. It's more so that from Edgar Wright, I expected better. He seemed to disappear for this one. Like, how do you not include cheesy one-liners or say, like, I'll be back? I don't know. I'm giving this a 2.5 out of 5 stars, which puts it around the middle for me this year. If you guys are curious on my other rankings, you could check out the full list of my 2025 movies on my Letterboxd page, but let me know in the comments your rating and what you thought, and we could talk.